Well, greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your beloved Star Wars Dad, Nooch Too Good. We're going to take a run, our very first run at the later tiers of the Duel of the Fates Assault Battle. We'll take our first run at that. And then we will, I want to do there's some Star Wars stuff going on I want to talk about. Just kind of want to hang out and talk Star Wars with you guys because I think we don't do enough of that. And I thought we would have some fun doing that together. So let me see, is there any music playing right now? I don't think there is. Do you guys hear any music? I don't hear any music. Are you still here, Snips? Say something if you're still here. Let's play some music. There we go. Good to see you, Psych, Alex Sabatini, what's up? John Fisher, Reese, Tyler Fraser, what's happening, guys? How's everybody doing? I kind of switched up over on Twitch. Just put it on Just Talking because we're going to play this a little bit. All right, thank you, Snips. I know there's music going now, but it's good to see you. Let's say hello to Snips, one of our longest-standing Masters members. Our Legacy Masters members still have their own intros loaded up. If I can find it, I'll play it here. Snips is here. Guten Abend, Tim. Tim Tyson. So we're definitely going to play this assault battle, and I'm gonna get my mod stuff here. I'm gonna go. I really kind of want. That does Obi-Wan. All right. No, I've already. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking my other account. This is what I want right there. Thank you much. We'll go slice some mods here in a minute. Now we gotta try these tiers here. Glustig Oral. So trying something different. Hey, Duke, what's happening, man? I'm trying a few different things. Anytime, Tyler Fraser. Hey, Joe Oregon, what's up? All right. I haven't done this yet. Do I have to use Padawan Obi-Wan in the lead? Yes. So I think I could probably auto this first. These guys are Relic 7. I'm guessing I can just auto this, right? The first tier. I don't know. I literally haven't done this yet. So far, so good. Looks like it's going to work on auto for this for tier 4 or whatever here. So yeah, guys, a little bit different stream today. We are going to take a look at some... Theory put out a video yesterday that I really want to check out. Because it seems to me to be really indicative of one of the bigger problems with Disney Star Wars. We'll talk about it in a moment. Wait a little bit here, hang on. Maybe we'll do some Acolyte rewrites too. I'll take 50 of these, thank you. Wow, that is nice. That feels nice. Do you guys buy that, level 90 is coming? Do you guys buy it? I mean, they're giving these credits for something. Alright, let me show off what I got here. I got Relic 7, Obi-Wan. I don't have his Omicron. I don't need the Conquest one, but I do have his Zeta on him. He's got an offense set with 99 speed, some health on there. His damage is up to 8,092. For Qui-Gon, got everything done. We got a speed set. We got him at just 305. Nothing crazy. Some health and protection. Really easy, more about the health protection supports. That's what I got with Qui-Gon here, so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I buy that level 90 is coming either. I don't know what's coming or what's happening. I think we're going down rabbit holes. All right, let me read this here. Do that. Should probably wait till I have offense up to do that one, right? This one doesn't seem so simple. There we go. Not... it's a little struggle. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Is that game sound coming through? Yeah, okay. I do wonder if I could auto this. Okay, there's that buff block. Which is just going to dispel anyway, right? I guess it didn't. That's not great. Well, I guess that's how this should go, right? Although, that's not how it should go. Alright, we gotta get some work in here. What are your tips on managing more than one count in Galaxy of Heroes? I don't know, balance your time, keep them straight. I don't really have... I don't know what tips would be. I don't find it too difficult to manage 2 accounts. More than 2 accounts gets difficult. Get it done, Duke. Get it done. Nobody believes that level 9... I'm going to do a poll on YouTube. I mean, 9 years in, they're going to add level 90? That'd be really weird. We got a poll. Is level 90 coming in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes? I know Arnold likes to talk about stuff. Okay, let's see here. Let's dispel instead of the other thing this time. Let's read all these. Defense down. Critical chance up and offense up. Days. Didn't land my days. We want this. Hey, Tyler Baslin, hang on, buddy. Okay. Well, I haven't hit yellow yet. Last time around, I had hit yellow a few times already, so probably a good sign. We've almost got Maul down to yellow, too. Now we do. There we go. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. Hang on. Come on, guys. No! That was much closer. Let's say hello to Tyler Baslin. Another Masters member has joined the stream. Any other Masters out there?
Disturbing is this move by Chancellor
Not yet.
Palpatine.
Music is soft?
I understand.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
So the music and the game sound are soft for everybody? Is that true for everybody, or just King of the Who over there? I mean, I've been thinking about turning the music up a little bit lately anyway. I could turn the game sound up a little bit. The days at the end, yeah, well. I found focusing on Pow's basic rather than his specials help for higher relic tiers. Okay, I'll try that. Nobody hears the music? Let me turn the music up a little bit. Maybe I turned it down for some reason. I don't remember turning it down, but it doesn't look like it's turned down. No Relay says everything is fine. Some folks say it's fine. Some folks say it needs to be louder. It's okay. We can always turn the music up a little bit. So we definitely got to do Dispel the debuffs here, right? Which is this one. So basic here? We want to get our offense up, right? And then we can basic. Get rid of that advantage. Okay. Basic. Basic. Qui-Gon's struggling. Okay, need that there. Basic. It doesn't... Oh, that was a nice little evade right there. Try that basic again. Does Maul have a cooldown on, like, going crazy or something? Offense up. Okay, okay, get rid of the buffs. Debuffs, I mean. There we go, there we go. Almost there. One more turn, please. There we go. Got it. Got him. I will take this stuff. This is good. God, that's good. I've only got him at Relic 7. I don't have him at Relic 9 right now, so not going there. 84% of you don't think level 90 is coming. I think it's a bunch of hype. I think... I haven't really seen... What's got Arnold really thinking that level 90 is coming? Is it just because of the credits here? Are we on like a Red 5 goose? I don't know why they would suddenly release level 90 9 years into the game. It seems odd. Now, I could see Relic 10 coming, and that could cost a lot of credits. I could see that. I could see that before level 90. And what's the difference? I guess the difference between level 90 would just be your farming XP, and Relic 10 would be you gotta go get gear and gear it up, right? I don't want to say that, Rodrigo. I hear you, though. Yeah. It could be clickbait, honestly. I love Arnold. I have paid a little more attention to his titles lately, though. A lot of his titles say, you can't miss this in the game, or this thing's wrong with the game, or yeah, they're very... Somebody mentioned in my comments, like a little while ago, I hate those titles that say, you won't want to miss this, or this one thing might be ruining Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and you have to watch the video to find out what it is, and they don't say it until 10 minutes in, and it's just something we've always said. So, and I'm not saying it's exactly what he's doing, but I get the objection to that. Yeah, Relic 10 is way more realistic, 100%. Yeah, I agree, Cars. I agree with everybody. So it's a big 82% no on is level 90 coming to see. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Hey, we got 120 viewers on YouTube, a few on Twitch. Let's shout it out. If you are lurking, let me know that you're lurking. We're gonna give you a shout out. I'm gonna pull up a video here that I want to watch with you guys. If you are lurking, give me a big shout out here so I can shout. Just say you're lurking so I can shout you out. That's what I meant to say. Let me find this thing. Okay. Who is lurking? Duke is lurking out there. We got Valus, Inspector IP, Darth Codium's Music Latzgeba, Simon Robertson, Oral from Deutschland, Trevor Black, Fusro, Josh. You rang? My brain didn't work on that one. You rang. Fars28, Sauron, lurking with love. Reese, Ravith, Big Skyax, Tim Best, all lurking today. Matt Young is lurking. John Boyega, lurking. All right, so there's this video I want to watch. Here he's talking about the Rey movie is on hold, and I want to talk about this because I think it is not the single. One of the many problems with Disney Star Wars is they keep announcing these projects and then they cancel the projects. It's stupid. It is the definition of mismanagement at the top of your organization if you keep announcing projects that are coming out and then you never do the projects. But let's talk about it. Joe Babies, John Fisher, Ubaj, what's up? So let's take a look at this video here.
Your destiny. TheorySabers.com.
Sabers.
Well, trouble in paradise, dear. Star Wars The New Jedi Order now on hold at Lucasfilm. Rey movie is not happening. 5 new Star Wars movies announced, including Daisy Ridley's return as Rey. That's 4 weeks ago, but you can see how things kind of changed. Star Wars The New Jedi Order now on hold.
That's what I'm saying. Where have they... is there a list somewhere of all the projects that they put on hold? Let's just watch and see if he gets to it. Let's watch and see if he gets to it.
At Lucasfilm, it's like instead of now available, it's exactly what you don't want to hear. Now on hold, possibly not happening anymore.
Somehow,
Rey Skywalker
turned.
Daniel Richman is now reporting what I've been saying all along. Who is Daniel Richman? Let's do our due diligence. All right. That's what.
I do that all the time. When you're reading an article and you go, and they quote somebody and you go, who is that?
Influencer, that's fucking awesome. I don't even know who he is, but that's pretty funny. That's like when George had the T-shirt when he was shooting episode 1 about how he was shooting episode 2 and he had a T-shirt that quoted some shit about episode 1 and how it was bad and all this.
Sorry for the language,
review.
everybody.
Daniel Richmond is now reporting what I've been saying all along. Forget about it. The film has a plot, more work to be done, and is now on hold over at Lucasfilm. We know whenever stuff goes on hold at Lucasfilm, it just doesn't end up going well. It doesn't even end up going to be.
I do not understand. I don't understand how Star Wars keeps announcing projects and then dumping either get it ready to go and then announce it, or just don't announce it. Don't announce it. If anything indicates failure at Disney Star Wars, like the X-Wing, the Rogue movie, the Rogue One movie, there were other ones too. I want to see if he lists them out here, but it is really problematic. Think of if you're running a business and you put out a list, say we're going to do these 10 things over the next couple of years, and then you end up doing 1 or 2 of them because the other ones you just can't do. Well, why did you announce those other 10 things as like solid gonna do them when they were just kind of ideas? It's just an idea they have, and they announce it as something that's gonna happen, and then they kill it.
To be honest, it just ends up kind of
Burns.
dying.
So uncivilized.
I mean, look at the Patty Jenkins film. It was, greenlit, then it was canceled, then now
Here's your
it's
list.
still happening, apparently. The Rian Johnson stuff, it's still happening. It's not really canceled, but we don't know what the heck's going on with it. So, and then the KOTOR game, Star Wars Eclipse, like all these things, like what's going on?
Yeah, they announced Star Wars Eclipse. Everybody's like, oh, that looks really cool. And then like a week later, they're like, oh yeah, this is a decade away. And you're like, wait, what? You announced Star Wars Eclipse at whatever the game show is, and then you come out a couple days later and you say, yeah, we're not gonna have that ready until 2034 or whatever it is. And you're like, why did you announce it? Carr says they announced stuff early for investors, but it's high risk, high reward. KOTOR remake would be a free money pass. Yeah, it's crazy. How can you not just remake KOTOR with awesome graphics? Everybody would buy it. High risk, high reward is kind of underplaying a little bit. Hey, Robert Rich, how you doing? We'll say hello. I think high risk, high reward is underplaying it. See, I think that if you're managing a studio, if you're managing anything, you have to keep both the short term and the long term in mind. So if you're not capable of handling that, it's just foolish. It's just foolish, man. It's not high risk, right? I don't care. I don't care about DEI. I'm kind of done with the whole DEI thing. I'm moving on. I do think there's a real problem. Hey, Nico's called down and thanks for subscribing. I do think there's a real problem at Star Wars, Disney Star Wars, that they've really started to prioritize sending messages rather than making good content. That's a Disney problem. And I think that they have cleaned it out of Marvel now. They say they have. But, if we just label something DEI, I don't think that's real fruitful. I'm not big for labels in general. So even if a label would generally agree with something I agree with, I just think if you just label it, I just don't think it's a real fruitful. It doesn't add to the discussion by putting a label.
Anyways, forget about it. The film has a lot of more work to be done. The earliest it would be shot is 2025, and I'm pretty skeptical about that. In fact, I think the entire project will just get scrapped. Yikes. What I can say is that Stephen Knight has been trying to crack the script now for well over a year. A final draft still hasn't been submitted to Lucasfilm. Knight, who is about to shoot his Peaky Blinders movie, has written a total of 4 drafts, with Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy continuing.
So here's what I'm hearing. They have some crap, rough idea of it. They announce it that it's going to happen. And a year later or whatever, they still don't have a script. Are you kidding me? And by the way, this guy wrote Peaky Blinders? And Kathleen Kennedy is giving him notes on how to improve it? Why is she this tightly involved? Why is, assuming this is happening, we don't know this is happening, but the CEO of an organization is not there to be the creative lead. I mean, it's clearly not her strength. We've seen that. Let the writers write. Man, it's just, how do you announce a project without even having a script? I don't get that.
Continuously giving him notes on how to improve the story. The issues with Night come only 2 years after development on the film started, and various drafts had circulated with different writers, including Damon Lindelof.
What does only 2 years mean? Only 2 years after development started? Only 2 years? 2 years? How long does this take? George Lucas put him out 3 years between movies. Didn't spend 2 years
Off
only.
And Justin
Only 2 years.
Britt Gibson cracking at it. There's also another issue. Disney might be second-guessing the entire nature of the project. Will they or won't they allow this film to move forwards? Do we really need another Rey movie? Chat, this could be maybe a change coming here. Plot details have been kept fairly hush-hush, but based on what I've heard, the film would focus on Rey's tutelage at an academy of upcoming Jedi.
Which is a dumb idea. It's just fully replacing Luke Skywalker with Rey, and it's a dumb idea. But they've screwed the pooch at this point, and it's all gone. It's all gone. The sequel destroyed the first 6 movies and left it all in the past, which is what they were trying to do, and they did it. And it's just dumb to have Rey running a Jedi Academy when they didn't even have Luke do it. So, Burns, I feel sorry for Daisy Ridley. I guess. I mean, I don't feel sorry for her. I have nothing again. I like Daisy Ridley, actually. I think she did a fine job with the character, with what she was given. I mean, I don't know what else she was supposed to do. Maybe object to stuff, but they're not going to listen to her anyway. But I have no issue with Daisy Ridley. She's tremendous. I got to tell you, I actually would not mind seeing Daisy Ridley on screen as Rey again if they could give the story a good treatment and make it a story anybody's interested in. I just don't think they could do that.
No one gives a No one cares. You guys ruined it with the sequel trilogy to the point where nobody cares about these characters except for Kylo Ren, really. And, poor Daisy Ridley, because you could have made her the coolest character by just implementing, a little bit of non-Mary Sue-ness in there. And Colin Trevorrow's script, I felt, was a perfect example of what we could have gotten with a really great character. Disney Lucasfilm hired a documentary filmmaker, Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, who seems like she literally hates every man on the planet, to direct.
Didn't she say something like, they said it was taken out of context, but lettuce busters do what they get paid to do. They majored in it and got hired because they're a great outlet, and yeah. I don't know about majoring in something. That's a whole nother story. But hey, Jivian, what's up? Hold on. Hang on. Okay.
Direct the Rey movie, and she hasn't been shy in her insistence that when she hopped on board Project, her goal, and Disney's, was to have a female character shape the future of Star Wars franchise. I keep hearing Obaid-Chinoy's future at Lucasfilm is in doubt as well, and it should be. I think anybody who comes in there and says, hey, X gender, we're here to basically purport that whatever gender is there to shape something, shape Star Wars. Like, fuck off. A gender doesn't shape anything. That doesn't carry the character, bro. It could be a man or a woman.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It doesn't matter. Just give me a great character to shape Star Wars. I don't care what gender the character. You can make it an alien, a non-gendered alien. I don't care. Now people would complain, whatever. But just give me a great character and a great story. If you want it to be a woman, fine. Just make a good story. I thought Hux was quite good in Force Awakens. Yeah, he was good in there. Then Rian Johnson destroyed who Hux is, right? Like, in Force Awakens, Hux was a formidable foe who destroys 5 planets runs this giant Starkiller-based project, makes it work, and at the opening of Last Jedi, he's a complete boob. It's crazy. It's crazy. They
matter what it is. The point is that it's a good character that people can identify with and relate to. And that's all we need. The character is just a conduit for relatable themes in life. It doesn't matter what gender they are. That going ahead, spearheading that's the first thing you think about when you get this amazing opportunity, is just a really whack way of entering something that is supposed to be inspiring and, tell a great story. And you're making it about something else. You're trying to put your flag in the sand about, this is a, fuck this story. It's about a woman now shaping the face of Star Wars. It's the same thing if a man says that this is about a man shaping Star Wars. It's like, bro, nobody cares about that. Just tell a cool freaking...
Yeah, some guy comes out and says, Star Wars is about men, it should only be about men. Well, that's stupid too. Anybody who thinks that's just stupid. If Finn had the most potential, says Duke, I guess. I don't know. I think Daisy Ridley, I think Rey had a ton of potential. They just advanced her way too quickly, and she never needed any help, and it was just really strange. The whole thing was like, why is Daisy Ridley the one that rescues Luke? Why do we need Rey to rescue everybody? She like saves Han as a human. She saves Luke as a human. I don't know.
Story about Star Wars so we can escape for a couple hours and forget about, real world shit. Personally, I think that them putting this on hold is a really great idea because I think that they've been really hell-bent on just releasing shit without actually thinking about it and writing good stories and good...
That's true. It was the same thing with Marvel. When they finished Infinity War, they were like, now let's make 700 TV shows and release them over the span of 3 years. And everybody said, nah, we're good. I'm good. I'm out. And it's just like, comic books in general. You get good runs in comic books and you get just crap runs and good runs, and you can't just release content after content after content after content. And you can't just do it nonstop and have
good
it be
outlines
good.
With a literal proper story that evolves over time. Like George wrote 4, 5, 6, and it was beautiful. It had Luke's story. He didn't know where he belonged. Then it had him, knowing the path he wants to take, but then training and then being impatient and failing. And then in the 6th one, he was physically up to the test, in the Force and stuff, he was strong, but then he had a choice to make at the very end, which was, what he saw with his hand, and his father's hand, mechanical hand. And so there's like constant conflict, and each one has major themes, and it's beautiful. I think that they're really just focusing on this pencil pusher shit where they're trying to release stuff every quarter so they can make a quota or so it looks good on sheets for their investors. And I say scrap all that. I say focus on a really well-built, well-thought-out story, something that you didn't give these characters in the sequel.
It's what we're all saying, right? Yeah, we used to get one movie every 3 years, so it was 77, 80, 83. Then in between you had like Droid Adventures and Ewok Adventures and a couple of cheesy Ewok movies, the Star Wars Christmas. There was nothing really that came out until 97? Or 98? Whenever... 98, 01, 05? Or 99? Alright, when did Phantom Menace come out? 99, okay. There really wasn't much at all until 99, and then all of a sudden, boom, we got a movie, and 3 years later, another movie, 3 years later, another movie. Then Disney buys the whole thing, Clone Wars starts going, Disney buys the whole thing, and all of a sudden we get 3 TV shows a year that are just not well put together, not well thought out. They're trying to build this Marvel-type universe. It's just not working. It's just not working. Tony Gilroy, who did Andor, wasn't a Star Wars fan, but still made one of the best stories. I think that quality. It's all about quality. Special editions, 97, maybe that's what I was thinking about.
The trilogy.
Which I don't like that. Most of that either.
For whatever reason, it's your fault. And try to make it right. If it's going to take a couple extra years, fine. Make it take a couple extra years, but do it properly. I mean, do you really want another flop like the sequels in terms of people just hating it and being divided? People are going to go into this Rey movie already extremely apprehensive and extremely divided. Some may even just go into it to see how badly it fails so they can make fun of it. Don't let that happen. Give them something to really take away from this film and be like, you know what? That was actually kind of good. That was dope. You know, these characters sucked in the sequels, but I'm able to kind of like differentiate that. Be like, maybe this 15 years of time passed, and these characters are actually kind of cool, and the story was good.
That's a good point. Like, the Acolyte was just fodder. Like, so many people... It had a small audience, and most of that small audience was there to hate watch it. It just... Like, I watched the first couple episodes, I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Then I started seeing some cracks, then after like third or fourth episode, I'm like, this is just no good. And I just hate watching it the rest of the way. We're not doing roster reviews today, no, Leo. Audiobooks, Disney HR books, there's Divine Maturity, Bane of Malgus, Plagueis, only, yeah.
Whatever you need to do. You guys are the ones with the hundreds of millions and the billions of dollars, so you guys figure it out. Regardless, it's quite clear that this won't be the next Star Wars movie over at Disney. In case you've lost count, there are now 7 Star Wars projects in oh, I didn't even realize 7, dude. Okay, so we got the Rey movie, Obeyed Chimoy. James Mangold is doing like Dawn of the Jedi. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau have their Mando movie. Donald Glover, that's still happening. Lando. Sean Levy and Patty Jenkins. Sean Levy.
Wait, what? That was a year ago. They're not doing this. This isn't gonna happen.
Sean Levy and Patty Jenkins. Sean Levy. What's he doing? Patty Jenkins is doing her... Yeah. What? Those are even still happening? The only ones I know about are these 3. Dawn of the Jedi, the Rey movie, and the Mando movie. That's it. And to be honest, I don't really think anybody cares about the Lando movie. Sean Levy, I can't even remember what he's doing. Remember Taika Waititi? How he got like a movie script? What happened with that guy?
Yeah, that fell off
too. David
too.
Benioff and DB Wise guys. Like, they just pieced out. They basically just like shat the bed with Game of Thrones so they can go work on Star Wars. And then they just vanished. I don't know, man. It just seems like there's no vision. And you gotta, you know, you look at this stuff with Lucasfilm and it's like, okay, yeah, so this Solo whatever movie had a complete rewrite of script and they did, you know, all this damage control and brought in Ron Howard and he did everything over again and they spent double the price. Okay, we look at that. That's great, but why? Why isn't it right from the get-go? Why are all these people...
Well, I like Solo, but it's a really good point that they pull the directors out 80% of the way through, bring in Ron Howard to clean up some stuff. And I still like Solo. I think a lot of us have an affinity for Solo. Just think it came out at the wrong time. I think it's absolutely true that, well, I think there's a plan. It seems like there's a plan at Disney Star and Lucasfilm, but it's just not a good plan and not executed at all. Just not executed at all. Oh yeah, of course the best piece they put out was Rogue One, up 100%. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing more Solo stuff. Get into the Crimson Dawn and everything. And I heard a good comment today. No one complains if you rewrite the lore or change the lore. It's when you change the lore and do it badly that people complain about. So when you take all your heroes from your previous movies and you say, man, they accomplished... I know you thought that Luke and Leia and Han and the rebellion with Mon Mothma and Wedge and Chewie and Lando, I know you think that what they did was great and they ended the Empire and then they started a new dawn in the galaxy, did great things, but they didn't. Really, what it comes down to is that whatever it is, 20, 30 years later, we're back where we started. Nothing has changed. There's just a new empire in charge, and they go out and destroy planets. And we're not going to even really explore any of that and find out why it is. We're not going to take a look at the New Republic at all. We're just going to skip over the entire New Republic. We're going to skip over why do we have a resistance? I don't know. I don't know why there was a resistance. What are they resisting? I don't know. Can somebody tell me what the resistance was resisting? Was the New Republic like completely unaware that the First Order existed? I've never really understood that. Force Awakens is entertaining if you just go in for fluff. Overall, as a story and as a cohesive story, it just doesn't jive and doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, 74%. No, level 90 is not coming. Wouldn't the First Order would have been the rebels there, but why do we have a resistance? We didn't. It was never resisting the First Order, right? But what was the New Republic doing? Like, okay. Let's just say you have somebody. Let's just say you have somebody named King George III, and he's in charge of a country, and that country has colonies in. We'll call a place North America randomly. Okay, so there's a guy named King George III. He has colonies in a place called North America, 13 of them. And there's a bunch, and the colonies just decide they're going to rebel. They're the rebellion. And they got this guy, George Washington. I'm just coming up with this stuff. So leading an army, George Washington and the colonies rebel against King George III and the country he's running, with a little help from Louis down the road. You know, an enemy of King George III, and they gain their own independence and freedom. Let's say that happens. And then let's say about 20 years later, I don't know, 1812-ish. I'm just throwing numbers out. Let's just say 1812-ish. I don't think King George III is still around, but you know, well, England. We'll call it England. Okay, King George III runs England. Man, I'm rolling now. This is creative juices flowing. So England comes back to the colonies that are no longer colonies, but they still think they're colonies, and invades them again. But they're not invading the colonies. They destroy the colonies, but there's a small little resistance group in there that the colonies have formed in the meantime. We don't know why they formed a resistance group, because the colonies were already resisting the whole time. I don't know if this is a good analogy. I just don't get it. Why was there zero exploration of the New Republic, zero exploration of Luke and his Jedi Academy? Like, all of it was out. They just
signing on for Star Wars or being given the keys to Star Wars, and then they disappear, and then the project's not happening, and it doesn't look good, right? So you want direct, hey, we're doing this with this person, and it gets released. We're doing this, it gets released. What are all these projects that keep disappearing? They keep vanishing. Like, they just keep bringing them to us, and then poof, never hear from them again. It's not even like, hey, you know, this product didn't work out. We're just going to literally pretend like it never existed and never talk about it again. All right, well, you guys hyped it up pretty good in the first place, so why even announce it? Either they're, you know, doing it on the stage when they're announcing all the new Star Wars projects with Kathleen Kennedy and like the Marvel thing that they have, you know, with all the different stories and icons, or they're doing full-on trailers to motivate people and be interested in this kind of stuff, like Patty Jenkins' thing, which I think would have been pretty cool, like a Rogue One movie. Sorry, like an X-Wing movie. At the end of the day, it's all about writing a good story.
I was excited about Rogue Squadron. Those are some of the few books I've read. I think it's a great idea. I would love to see it, and just nothing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Disney is forcing them to announce these projects early and way ahead of time. I don't know if they're doing it on their own. Not all Legends material is good enough material. Yeah, I don't understand why they just abandoned all of the old stuff, but then, like, now they've got Thrawn. Okay, now Thrawn's there, but we got to change the story so it's not like it was in Heir to the Empire. We got a new Thrawn story coming out. We're going to abandon the old Thrawn story, but it's kind of going to be like the old Thrawn story, but there's no Mara Jade. I've been thinking about it, guys. I can almost guarantee Mara Jade's going to show up at some point in this whole Thrawn thing. Absolutely. And it's going to be a big fangirl moment for folks. Like, Mara Jade! And then we're supposed to get excited just because Mara Jade's there. And then she's going to be... Oh, man, they're so slow on these shows now. Like, hi, I'm Mara Jade. What do you need done? I'll go do it. Slowly. Like, I just don't get... Well, yeah, South Park's Kathleen Kennedy was hilarious. I just don't get... Right, Odin's Raven, 100%. There was zero exploration of the 40 years between the destruction of the second Death Star and Rey in the desert. Like, zero exploration. Well, Mike Zero is just garbage, Rule of Two. It's a whole different... That's not a fair comparison. I don't feel like comparing Star Wars theory to Mike Zero is even moderately fair. Like, Mike Zero just makes up stories, puts out clickbait videos with clickbait thumbs and then talks about something completely different in the video or something that's not even true. That's just not true. And Theory actually talks about real Star Wars stuff and what's going on in Star Wars and the problems that he sees with it. He actually was really supportive for a long time. I disagreed with him for a long time about stuff, and he finally just gave up and said, this is just over the top, man.
And it's not about freaking identity politics, which is what Charmin Obaid Chinoy wants to do by saying we have to have a female character shape the future of Star Wars in the Star Wars franchise. I think that is just such... I just think that's weird. Whether a man or a woman were to shape Star Wars, let's just have good characters and good storytelling shape Star Wars. I think that's what we need to worry about first. So whether it's a man or a woman or a CGI character, or a robot, a droid, I don't care, man. And I don't think anybody does. As we've seen, take WALL-E, for example, take Toy Story, for example, take Monsters, Inc., for example. But one's a droid, the others are toys, and then the others are fictitious monsters. I mean, you don't need humans. You don't need man or woman to make you guys a ton of money, and that's only going to be done if it's a good story. And that's only going to be done if you have someone that's focused on story and not so much on politics and agendas and bullshit like that. Let's take it back to what it was. Let's take filmmaking back to where it was supposed to be, which is telling a goddamn good story. No more of this, hey, I did this, I did...
I get it. Okay, I agree with all that. I wanted to watch that here because it was, I kept popped on my feed. I wanted to see what was going on, and I agree with everything he said. It just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense what they're doing. Yeah, Mike Zeroh is a well, Mike Zeroh. I don't want to search. It's going to start coming up on my feed. So this is Mike Zeroh. Why people hate Mike Zeroh is the first video. It's official. Sequel trilogy remake is coming. No, he's just saying stupid stuff. It's not even a thing. He doesn't get any views. No, like, nobody watches. 14,000, 15,000, 7,000. It's official. 10, 11, and 12 are happening a year ago. No, it's not. Kathleen Kennedy, mental breakdown. He's... You want to watch one of these and just listen to him just say stupid stuff? Here you go. Whatever, dude. I want to
Absolutely no doubt about it that 2023 was the worst year for the Walt Disney Company for multiple reasons out there, and we've gone over this before, but a lot of it had to do with the box office flop trend that was going on for the second, third, and even fourth quarter of that year, and not the Marvels and how Elon Musk's... This is Mike Zeroh. Subscribe if you're new, and love me at Mike01. I thank you also very much for the great and kind support. So, focusing on Lucasfilm, we know that Kathleen Kennedy has been an absolute menace when it comes to the very brand, by the way, that used to be this of a whatever scenario. A lot of fans have walked away from this brand, a lot of fans have walked... Now, there's been a lot of back and forth scenarios happening between the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm, and specifically how Kathleen Kennedy's behavior is beginning to erupt for Kennedy is that we know that she's dealing with a lot of lawsuits right now.
He's not even talking about anything. He's literally talking about nothing. He's literally talking about nothing. Alright. Alright. Just saying. You guys want to rewrite, do some more Acolyte rewrites here? Let's do some more Acolyte rewrites. We've been rewriting the Acolyte on the channel. Get it pulled up here. Where's my... Here we go. So, I think most of us feel the same way, that they really missed the mark with the Acolyte. It just didn't make sense. It wasn't a positive Star Wars experience for just about anybody. So we've been actively rewriting the show here on the channel over time. And, yeah, so let's keep doing this. Let's see. Good job, Tyler Baslin. So here's where we are right now. We've talked about, we like the Jedi corruption, but here's our story so far for rewriting the Acolyte. Where are we? Okay. The opening scene, Darth Plagueis is dying. He might set a trap with a holocron or an artifact that the Jedi have sensed and have sent out Jedi Knight Martha / Mary Sue. Martha being the mom of everyone, and Mary Sue being Mary Sue. So they're coming out, and by the way, Plagueis is dying. He's alone, and he's masked, working in the dark side he's doing things in the dark side to preserve his life. He senses Martha, Mary Sue, and Osha on the way to his planet. Osha is the Padawan. Yes, my rewrite will cost $231 million. So Martha Mary Sue is kind of an offbeat, Jedi Master. We can establish that. She's not quite your typical normal person. They're exploring this new planet with her Padawan. They come across Darth Plagueis, who kills the Padawan, but we still never see him. He's still masked. Or maybe her mind was manipulated. She thinks she killed the Padawan, or she goes around. Or maybe she did accidentally kill her Padawan because Darth Plagueis manipulated her into doing it, because she's kind of a weirdo, right? Hey, Molly, what's up? So far, we brought Plagueis in immediately. The whole point is to establish Plagueis and to look at vergences and how he got his ideas for preserving his life and creating life in Anakin, the Chosen One. She goes back to Coruscant, ? Don't know if we're going to do that, but she could. She goes back, she warns there's a Sith, that's what killed her Padawan. Nobody believes her because there's some kind of piece of evidence that she probably did it, and they can clearly see it. And yeah, right. And the Sith have been extinct for 900 years. Maybe since she's also a misfit, they just don't really tend to believe her. She's kind of embellished stories in the past. She's been crying wolf. Yeah, we did the assault at the beginning, Nerd of Zelda. She then escapes Coruscant. The Jedi aren't quite sure. The Jedi haven't arrested her yet because they're not quite sure what's going on. They want to investigate. She leaves the planet, and she goes to this Virgin's planet to live on her own. By the way, Plagueis has been kind of manipulating her all along, and she starts a witch coven using the Force. She's growing darker, and Plagueis is manipulating her this whole time into being his apprentice. So after he's got her brought on board enough to be his apprentice, and he converts her, the final step to being his Sith apprentice and to Martha Mary Sue becoming a Sith is Plagueis reveals he's got Osha here in a state of stasis, not dead but not alive, but he needs Martha Mary Sue's help to bring Osha back to life. So you have some kind of so Martha Mary Sue on the planet with the Virgins, with Plagueis and maybe the Witch Coven, whatever, using Night Sister magic. They put her into some kind of Lazarus pit. They bring her back to life, but she splits into two. We have a light and a dark side dyad in the Force with Osha and May. Osha's the light side, May is the dark side. They have no memories. They're just empty vessels, duplicate people, light and dark side. And it's probably on the Virgin. So they're trained as acolytes of Martha Mary Sue. Then we get some kind of, training montage that concludes with May can get a lightsaber, and she's dark, so she bleeds it red. Osha cannot. Her lightsaber is just blue or green or whatever. She cannot do it. Something happens, and the Jedi discover that Martha Mary Sue is out. They discover where she is because they've been looking for her. Or they chase her there, discover Osha. Like we talked about Osha going back to Coruscant, but that's just too much back and forth and back and forth. And Osha has never been taught that Jedi exist, right? Osha and May, they had no memories. They're not trained that Jedi ever exists. So they're on this planet, in this cult, whatever. So the Jedi go to the planet to bring Osha back. But the Jedi just go to the planet and see what's going on. And the overall goal of the planet of the show is bringing Plagueis into the shows, explaining virginces, talking about like eternal life through the dark side of the Force, exploring, Jedi. I like the idea of Jedi corruption, etc. So we are going to establish all the Jedi that hit the planet have to die. Saul, Trinity, Wookiee Jedi, stupid kid Padawan, 2 red shirt Jedi. They all got to die. So Plagueis and those Jedi are coming, gives the witches a heads up, as a Jedi ship enters the atmosphere, the witches launch an ion cannon at the ship, disabling it and all communications. It crash lands, and a battle ensues. Martha, Mary Sue, and all the Jedi... Martha, Mary Sue, and May with their red lightsabers. Osha's is still blue. And all of a sudden the Jedi are there, and they've got blue lightsabers too. And Osha looks at hers, looks at them, and has a realization that there's something more out there. There's someone like her out there. So, when she sees another blue lightsaber, things click for her. She becomes conflicted in the middle of battle. Her memories start to come back to her as a Padawan, and she jumps to the side of the Jedi, fighting with them, even though it is painful to fight the people that have raised her and, you know, whatever. Osha and May duel. Osha gets injured by May. The Plagueis feels the pain because Plagueis' life force, that's what we've established with the Lazarus Pit. Plagueis' life force is tied to Osha and May. So that's why they don't just kill Osha immediately. He is tied to them. So if you kill one of them, Plagueis is also going to die. So he's trying to break free of this going forward. I feel like we got a really good, solid framework to a story. A really good, solid framework to the story. Not big on those packs, Iceman. You'll be able to get Malicos in a few months through Proving Grounds. I don't understand why we had to even involve Jedi. Why couldn't we get a Plagueis-centered show? Well, we're already this deep in the rewrite. I'm not going to redo it. We're trying to rewrite the show as it stands, keeping the main characters in place, keeping the general structure there, but rewrite it. I mean, I feel like we could write a Plagueis show, but that's, you know, I want to look at what's there and try to rewrite it. So, we've had this big battle, and where do we go from here? Keep the haircutting scene? So stupid. I have a special connection to Osha, but I can't tell when her twin has replaced her. And then her twin doesn't kill me for whatever. I don't know why. All right, so next. What's going to happen next? So now Osha's with the Jedi. And the witches retreat to their fortress. And the rest of the show is going to be about, basically, Plagueis is just going to kill everybody. The rest of the show is Plagueis killing everyone while working to separate himself from the life forces of Osha and May, because he has to, right? If he doesn't, when they die, he'll die. And Plagueis finds opportunity in the Vergence for the future chosen one. You know, I don't really know where to go from here. I don't really know exactly where to go from here, but I think we got a pretty good rewrite of the show at this point. We really put something together that makes a lot of sense. I think from this you can build a real show. And that was the main goal. Let's rebuild the premise of this show from what it was into something that can be something that works. Let's do that. And I feel like we've done that as a group. Maybe next we look at Ahsoka. I don't know. I've been putting out updates on that account each week, filling without yeah, I'm still updating weekly on that account right now. Yeah, we're pushing forward. That account's going to be an end game account. So that, I feel like we got the Acolyte rewritten, guys. I feel like I think that's good. I feel good about that. I don't think we need to go further.
Disturbing is this move by Chancellor Palpatine.
Did I miss any Masters members?
I understand.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master.
What?
Let's go roll that mod. I'm gonna roll my mod from the Duel of the Fates. The ending needs to be him learning how to separate himself from the Padawans. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right. Write that down. And he kills everyone. So, Plagueis kills the May and Osha. He kills the witches. And he kills the Jedi. He's just gonna kill everyone. He's just gonna kill everyone. And then, okay, and then Plagueis abandons the planet, cleans up any evidence of Sith activity, leaves, and later the Jedi Council sends a recon team to find out what happened. But they find nothing other than some dead Jedi and dead witches. Done. Done. I like it. The Malicos bundle. So, we gotta start somewhere else with this. This is the same card that they always give out. It's these cards right here. So, you buy it for 1,300 crystals. You get 7 shards. You're gonna get about 7 shards per pull. Okay? And you got a kind of a bargain here. Bargain. What's $12.99? So for the price of 10 of them, you get 12 cards here, which I'm probably gonna end up purchasing this for Shin Hati. I'm still waiting. I'm holding off on my time a little bit, but I'll probably end up purchasing this. It's about $80 when it comes down to get her to 7 stars so that I can get Balin's Skull. Is the Terran Malicos pack worth it? I'm at 305. I don't need it. I can't. I have too many of these Proving Grounds characters. I can't upgrade it right now. I have no Zetas for them. I have no Omicrons. If you've got a really nice UFU team and Terran Malicos to make a difference, or you want to put them on an SLKR team, maybe. I just generally, even getting 5 of them for the price of 3 1/3, whatever, I don't like these packs. I don't like buying these packs unless it's something you really need to do to keep your account at a high level. I would just prefer... Here's just the bottom line. You're going to pull 5 cards. You're probably going to get 35 shards. That's what you need to... This is 4,000 crystals for 35 shards of Terran Malicos. Look at it that way. Anything else you get is just lucky. So if you want to spend... $30. If you want to spend $30 for 35 shards of Terran Malicos and you need them on your roster to make things happen, I just want you to be aware of the price. That's what the price of this is. $30 for 35 shards. That's your non-gambling price for these Terran Malicos shards. That's what I think of that bundle. Yeah, you can refresh the Conquest node for, was it 2,000? And get 20 shards. Yeah, it is cheaper. It is. Let's go get a mod. You could get all 5s, you probably won't. You're gonna get 7s. Get the occasional 10, get the more occasional 5, mostly get 7s. That's how it works. Not what I wanted. Let's look at Kylo's mods here. I need to fix Kylo's mod. Ooh, I need to fix Bosk's mods. Yikes. Yikes, I need protection here. Main speed? Yeah. I think I moved the big speed mod over to ETH Koth is what I did. 4 speed. Let's take a shot at this one here. That's nice. Let's go ahead and assign that here. I gotta finish it, right? Confirm. Okay, there we go. We can enhance this now. There we go. Thank you for joining the stream, everybody. It does not, I'm telling you guys, it does not go for me like this when you're not watching. I'm gonna keep the defense. It's never that clean when you're not watching. That helped. Find a better mod here. Yikes, not much going on. Anything worth upgrading down here? No. Yikes. Not good. I don't have too many better options for this. Let's leave that one right where it is. That's good. Anybody else missing mods? After I did some work yesterday on mods. No, we're good. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Yeah, I wouldn't spend crystals on that. Yeah, right, exactly, Iceman. If you don't have a team to put them on, and if you don't have... I think Malikos has multiple... Let's take a look at his Zetas here. I think it's going to be 2 Zetas and 2 Omicrons. One Zeta, 1 Omicron, 2 Zetas and 2 Omicrons, 3 Zetas and 3 Omicrons. I mean, if you don't have the stuff to upgrade them, you don't have the team to use them on. Oh, we can get rid of this Acolyte thing here, sorry. You know what I mean? If you don't have... That's my problem on my roster right now, is I'm sitting on these on these great characters at the bottom of my roster. Terran Malikos, for example. I don't have those Zetas and Omicrons available right now. I have nothing for Stap. I don't have those available, and my Grievous team isn't ready to go anyway. I got nothing for Saw. I got nothing for Hondo. I've got all of the Chirotechs in the world. Who else there? Keller and Beck's a great character. I don't have anything to upgrade him with at Zetas and Omicrons wise. Third Sister, yeah. My Inquisitors are the best example of this. My Inquisitors are easily the best example. I've got my Inquisitors all at 7 stars, and we can just rock on it. But I need 5 Zetas for each of them. Where are their Zetas here? Yeah. So I would need 100 Zeta mats just to get the regular 5 of them going. Then, and no Omicrons, but just the 5 Zeta mats. Then you need, I think it's 2 or 3 Zetas and 2 or 3 Omicron. All the Grand Inquisitors Omicrons are Territory Wars, I think. Third Sister needs 2 or 3 Zetas and 3 Omicrons, and she's for Grand Arena. I just don't have that stuff available to me right now. So instead, I'm focused on saving everything I've got. And by the way, another side note here. Yes, the Inquisitors are worth a couple of assault battles every month, but those assault battles, after I invest all of everything I'd have to invest to get them to the final tier, it's going to take me a year plus to recover all that. It's probably more than a year. Take me a long time to recover all that stuff. Although Reva's a great character. And if you really want to succeed in this game and get to the meta level, you got to be getting the new teams. So I'm going after, right now, I'm going after Balin Skull and Ahsoka. Those are the main 2 things on my radar right now. When I get done with that, then I'm looking at Inquisitors and I'm looking at Leviathan. Which my Leviathan is just gearing up these characters. I got to get Darth Malak and Darth Revan. I don't have them yet. So that's just getting that stuff done. But for me, the Cairo Crunch is not a problem. Check it out. 2,260. 1,171. But again, again. Spending all those characters, if I can't spend the Zetas and Omicrons necessary to get a character or team up and running, then it's all for naught. I don't want to spend all those Chirotechs getting my Inquisitors up to relic levels, and then I don't put any Zetas on them, and I can't do the Grand Inquisitor event, and I can't use Reva. Like, they just aren't going to work right. They're just not going to work right. So I'm saving for Balin Skull and Ahsoka right now. Hopefully there's a few months in between where I can then go get my Leviathan and my Inquisitors done. We'll kind of see how this plays out over time. Do you see yourself going back for BKM? Bo-Katan Mandalore? Yeah, I do. Bo-Katan Mandalore's on the list of things I need. I think that's what I'm going to do this week. This week, I think on this account update, I'm going to talk about all the things I need to get. Jamie Rag, I'm really new to the game, just under 1.5 months in and struggling with ships. Do you know roughly how the minimum gear level and ship level for the Zeta challenge? Oh, hey, sorry I didn't see Numpty Nut, Juggernaut, Old Speckled Hen. What's going on, guys? If you're doing a video on the value of those crystal packs, I'm a light spinner, I'm always looking for value. A video on the value of the crystal packs? You mean the regular crystal packs? These? You get more value the higher you go. Like, you get more per your buck. Each step up gives you more crystals for your dollar. Think about it this way. This pack is double the cost of this pack. And that should be 1,280 crystals, but it's 1,410. This pack is double the cost of this pack. So that should be 2,820 crystals, but it's 2,940. This requires a little more math. We're not gonna, it's 40%, whatever. This pack is double this pack, so you think you'd get 1,580 crystals, is that right? $15,580. You think you get $15,580, but you get 16,500, so almost 1,000 crystals extra for the $100. So Jamie Rag, it depends on the fleet. I would encourage you, well, you can sign up for roster reviews. I don't know, guys. If anybody wants to pay for a roster review, I guess we can do that. $15,480. Got a little bit wrong there. Yeah, if you guys want roster reviews, we can do those. I'm not like dialed in on roster reviews for the rest of the stream, so we're not going to spin or anything. Just kind of want to hang out a little bit, you know? I think we should do more hangout. More hanging out. Anybody got any videos we should watch? I'll tell you something fun I've been wanting to do on a stream for a long time. I'll lose some people with this. It's just pull up msn.com and read the news and laugh at it. Geo Soldier, Spy, TIE Fighter, and will be Advanced and Bomber. You'll be able to get that done if you've got them all at, is it 5 stars? It's 5, yeah. You got them all at 5 stars, level 78, and you got the characters at level 85. You'll be able to, or level 78 at least. You'll be able to squish through that as long as they got some mods on it. It might take a few tries, but you'll get it. We should watch Nooch Jr. put R5 on Mon Mothma? Yeah. Try when I'd love to watch a movie with you guys. The problem is that I can't show the movie on the screen, so then we just sit there and we're kind of, it just ends up being a little weird. I'm not real comfortable with it. You should definitely be farming Houndstooth every day. You never want to neglect that, but yeah. What else are you guys? Buy this every week. Want to see the difference between 10 character shards and 4 ship shards, or 5 ship shards? The ship gets you... I can't show it this way. I messed it up. Crazed Demt 23, welcome to NOOCH Night's 5-minute review. Go ahead and give me your ally code. We'll get you a review. We'll take a look. In a chill kind of way. Where's my pen? Hey, 2 dimes under my keyboard. And a bunch of crap. Ugh, I need to clean. Ugh, that's dirty. 20 cents and a bunch of dust and... I don't know. Chick-fil-A leftovers? I don't know. Yeah, the ship's worth more. I was trying to show that, but I did it wrong. I've actually, since I'm at 3,000 prestige, and I've got all the characters, I've actually been buying these gear down here. I don't know, guys. What do you think is a better idea, the gear or just purchase characters? Because this gear gets you relic materials. Probably need to do a cost analysis here, but I haven't done it. No Kahoot today, son. We do Kahoots when we do roster review streams, like specifically roster. Hey, Crazed MT, if you give me your ally code, I'll give you a 5-minute review, buddy. I just don't see an ally. Give me a sec. Oh. Crazed EMT. Got it. That's the guy you want showing up to help you out when your heart is stopped. A Crazed EMT. Just saying. How we doing here? Same as always. There you go. I didn't do any offense. You want to see me do some offense here? Let's kill some stuff. Easy kills. There's a Jar Jar. What do I kill Jar Jar with? Territory wars. I think Phoenix do this, right? I think that I think Gerbil said the Phoenix handle this easily. Kind of like this actually. Let's take it out. Weird how the level 90 coming slowly drops over time, like as people join the stream later, they start to believe in the level 90 happening. Interesting. Yeah, I should have done this a second ago. Little AoE and the shield is gone. Jar Jar's gone. Season you later, Jar Jar. That was painful. He ain't much without that shield, I guess. Let's see if we can get rid of Boss Nass here. Yeah, this is... I can auto this. This is nothing. Wow, Phoenix wreck him. Wow. What's the best use for Mark 1 tokens if you have all the character shards? Gear. Gear. I've been meaning to do something. I've been meaning to do this for a while. Is a video just going over this shop. Just reviewing it's such a deep shop. If you have all the characters, and grab Isla there. Yeah, why not? If you have all the characters, buy the gear. You can also, and this mod slot here does offer good mod materials. Not a lot of them, but good ones. Credits, if you need credits, you can get them here in droids. There are the shipbuilding materials will be here sometimes if you need those too. Yep, Jonathan's got it. Hey, Nooch, to get GL Kylo, I just have to take the other Kylos from 5 to 7, but I'm still getting Lord Vader first. Just need 40 more shards for a Y-Wing. Alright, dude. That's what you want to do. I'm not sure why you worded it that way. That's a little weird. Hey, Nooch, I'm 1 week away from farming Kylo shards, but I'm going to wait a month and farm Lord Vader. If you don't have them all, you're making a mistake. Let's say hello to Single Malt Jedi. He's also known as Jay Chung, if I can get it here. There it is.
Where are you going, Master? For a drink?
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
It's almost always Victor. How many have we lost? I've been in my guild for 3 years. Is it 3 years or 2.5? Something like that. Whatever. I think we've lost less than 10 times. Territory war. We went for a long time with 0 losses. Right now, this is my focus. With this and my get one. I don't see it crazed, EMT. You gotta put some X's in there. You gotta go 111, X222, X33 like that. Hey, since you know what's happening. Otherwise, I can't see it. It gets blocked. So, yeah, I've been 169 and 10. That's where we are. Okay, well, I'm surprised because there's 10. I'm just finishing off gas here so I can get to Ahsoka. I still have Zeta work to do. There was a pack in here with some Zetas. This one. But I don't want to spend 25 bucks for 10 Zetas. I get the Omicrons, I guess. I don't know. That's just not... I gotta pick my spots. I can't just buy everything. Gotcha, Crazy DMT. All our losses last year were to massive sandbaggers. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's our guild. We don't lose TW. We just don't. We do not lose TW. What am I clicking on here? Oh, dude, it literally just ended. I'm like, where'd it go? It just ended like a second ago. Glad I got my battle in. Yeah, we don't lose. And what's our galactic power? 450 million. What are the top guilds at these days? Can we still see this? You used to be able to see, like, the top guilds. Like, right here. I don't know. Reese's lurking. There you go. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Droid brains. Arrow magnifiers. Just so nice. I need Zetas badly. As stated in last night's short. Alright. Let's do this review here. Maw is 700 million plus. Yeah, it makes sense. I remember when, like, 220 million was an accomplishment. Really. Get your mods for pulled, my friend. I was cleaning under my keyboard and ended up on top of my mouse pad, and it's annoying. Alright. Let's pull this mod score. What do we got? 0.19, 0.19. Your mods are not good, my friend. Just letting you know. What's your galactic power? And 1.1706545. So to show you where you fall on the mod spectrum, you're right in here. Yeah, that's you. So this is you down here. Yeah, you need to be working on it, but yeah, your mods are bad. Your mods are bad. This is me. I need to go and redo this here. Hang on. I love getting the auto message that I've paid my Verizon bill. Yay! All right, let me check my mod score here. Hold on. What's my ally code? Herky doesn't like Star Wars Theory. No one's gonna like everyone, you know. I am open to, if you guys have some Star Wars content that you want to watch on the channel when we're just hanging out, I'm open to ideas, man. Heck, I just told you a minute ago, I kind of have this hankering, just pull up MSN and read through it and laugh at the headlines and articles. Okay, let's see here. Let me pull my mod score on my NOOCH Vader account. Eight nine 513-116. 2 and 2. That's my mod score right now. Let me go pull that back up and fix it. I think that's what I got. 898. This is okay. Wow. This is the Lord Vader account. I'm now at 2 and 2. So I've improved my mod score. My galactic power's up. 1124005. Let's see where I fall now on the spectrum with this account. It's there. Yeah. I thought I made this darker. Yeah, that's me up there. Let me do this again. There we go. Now you can see my two accounts right there and here. But yeah, that's my account. Get up here, buddy. Come on. Come on, kid. All right, let's go do this roster review. Get the timer set up. Did you say anything crazy, MT? You got any questions 5 months into the game? Farming Galactic Republic ships is the way right now. What should we rush to get our weekly Zetas from fleet challenges? Well, Retney's Holocron. Okay, I'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at that today. Hello, Greedo. Cheater purge? I gotta be honest, I have rarely hit a cheater in this game. Rarely. You can always go check your Grand Arena history on swgoh.gg. Yeah, the bonus drop rates aren't great. I can't disagree with that. Hang on, I'm getting to you here, EMT. What is this? Hey, Mike Studios. Okay. Get the timer up. Let's get this review going. Okay, let's see here. We've got, Qui-Gon Jinn lead. We got the Jedi there. That Qui-Gon Jinn lead is really a Grand Arena type of thing. Carbonite 4, okay, you're right there with me. You bought the Jedi Knight Luke bundle, which is these 4 guys right here, so that does okay for you. Bought the Ki-Adi-Mundi bundle, and Jedi Knight Anakin has been farmed, so that's nice. I like that. You got the Omicron and Qui-Gon Jinn. There's your main. So for Grand Arena, I hope you're throwing out Qui-Gon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and Jedi Knight Anakin on defense, and just deal with what they've got on offense. Now, we got a smattering of other characters here. Ships aren't really going to be anything to get excited about. Let's see. Do you have the dark side ships? Do you have enough ships to do 5-star Executrix? 1, 2... Oh, yeah, you're getting that done. You're getting that done. I mean, just keep pushing forward on the ships. I do like the Galactic Republic farm if that's the direction you're going. You'll need to farm the Marauder, which should be available to you to be farming now. Problem with that is that's going to be Bad Batch down the road. You'll need the Negotiator as well. Yeah, you want to farm TIE Bomber. You want to get yourself in a position to get Executor as soon as you can. Even if you're not planning on Executor in the next few months, these ship farms take forever. So make sure you're farming the Houndstooth, make sure you're farming Bosk, and make sure you're farming all the pilots and ships right here for bounty hunters, while also farming your other ships. You also you have to farm the characters that pilot those ships as well. So you have to farm Bosk. You have to farm Bosk and the Houndstooth. Houndstooth is on Jango Fett's node, and Bosk is on his own node. You have to farm those 2 characters. His ship is too important to be left off your roster. Here's another note. If you are going to get into a Geo... Are you in a Geo Territory Battle Guild right now? I should ask. Maybe they'll let you in. But if you want to guarantee your entry into a Geonosis Territory Battle Guild and participate in getting Watt Shards, you need to have the Geos on your roster. Geobrood Alpha, Sunfac, Geo Soldier, Geo Spy, and Poggle. These 5 characters are really good on early guilds. You add an Omicron to Poggle, it's a great TW team. You get them up to Gear 12. You take on the Watt farming. You get yourself some Watt Shards. Watt Tambor can only be farmed in Darkside Geonosis Territory battles. That's why you need to get yourself into a guild that is doing Darkside Geonosis Territory battles. So keep that in mind. You're probably going to have to farm some Geos to get into that guild, but I would be searching. Look up my video, How to Find a Great Guild, and you'll be able to find a guild that'll help you out with that. Now, as far as your other farming, I like the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron team. That's great. Wampa needs a Zeta and an Omicron down here on Cornered Beast. You don't need it on Fury. You don't need this Fury's Foe. Just skip that one. You don't need it. But Cornered Beast need the Zeta and the Omicron. That'll give you another great team for Grand Arena. Savaggio Press, Omicron there, a great Grand Arena team all by himself. You don't need speed on him. You don't need speed. Whenever he receives damage, he gains 30% turn meter. You don't need speed. You just need a bunch of health on him, really. A bunch of health, maybe some offense to get him working by himself. Now, you put together the remnants of, like Darth Maul. I don't agree with that. You don't need Darth Maul for almost anything in this game unless you want to get Sith Eternal Emperor. Darth Vader needs the Merciless Massacre Zeta. That's going to be an early Zeta that'll help you a lot with Darth Vader. CLS is going to need his Leader Zeta and Binds All Things. Learn Control is just an extra one for later on. And it looks like you might be going for a CLS team, maybe, or a Palpatine Vader. Let me see here. I think what you do is build on what you got. Build a Phoenix team. Hera, Kanan, Zeb is fine. Chopper, and Captain Rex. Build that team. Build that team. It's a cheap. These 4 guys are all available in shops, and Captain Rex is the only one you'd actually be farming then. Build that Phoenix team up. That's a great team for a long time for you. Okay? CLS, yeah, definitely CLS is on the back burner. I agree. Go get yourself an Executor. Farm your way toward an Executor. Make that happen. The farm will be good for your roster. It'll do good things for you. It'll get you a Bounty Hunter team. You'll get an Imperial Trooper team. You'll get you a Piet farmed up. You'll build Imperial Troopers around him. I got lots of videos out there, and your first 2 teams should be Imperial Troopers and Phoenix. So go do that. and build those teams on your roster. Go get yourself an executor. I think that's the direction you should be pushing right now, while also building up these other teams that you got going. I like your Qui-Gon Omicron, get a Wampa Omicron, get a Savage Opress Omicron, and get Merciless Massacre on Darth Vader. You'll be able to do something with those teams. That's what we got for now. There you go, Crazed EMT. I can't say it. Hopefully it helps you out, man. Hopefully it helps you out. Guppy is here. Let's say hello to Guppy, one of our Masters members on the channel. Where is the, there we go.
Disturbing is this move by Chancellor Palpatine.
I understand.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master.
What?
Artix, I'll tell you why I told him Chopper instead of Sabine. Odin's Raven! All right, you'll be next, buddy. I'll tell you exactly why I said Chopper on that. Hang on. Because look where Chopper's available in this shop with this energy. You know where Sabine's available? Regular energy only. So I'm giving him a quick path. If you've got Hera as your lead and Captain Rex is on the team, I do think the ideal team is Kanan, Chopper, Sabine. I love that team. It's a lot of fun. But any other 3 Phoenix will do. Seriously, if you've got Hera and Captain Rex on the team, you could put something together. You could put something good together with any other 3 Phoenix. The reason why I suggest, for early game players, Hera, Chopper, Zeb, and Sabine, or Zeb and Kanan, is because they're all available in shops. And then the only real farm you're doing at that point is, okay, so Chopper's right here. We got Zeb right there. And Hera's here too, right? Isn't she? Or where'd they put her? They put her in a shop. She was in a shop, then she was out of a shop, then she was back in a shop. Is she in the Squad Arena shop now? Thought they put her in a shop, but maybe not. Hang on a second. I thought they put her... There you go. Okay, Galactic War Store. I missed it. I just glossed over it. So you get her the Galactic War Stop. So... But if you want to farm Ezra, you can only get Ezra with Cantina energy. Ezra's available with Cantina. It's not a hard Cantina farm. I'll give you that. And it does give you Kanan shards. But that's the only way he's available. Kanan is available in the Squad Arena shop. I don't like this. I don't like this. Ezra is a cartoon. Leave him as a cartoon. I just don't get it. Whatever. Not my... Not my problem. She's Galactic War up top. Okay, they squeezed her up top. Yeah, the stun lock you get with Zeb is great, Jonathan. I agree with that, 100%. Ezra's the worst in the Phoenix team. Yeah, Ezra kind of, he came out, he's kind of cool. He really has, his utility has faded over time. You can throw him into some Jedi teams and stuff. You can throw him into some random Rebel teams, but he just doesn't really fit anywhere at the moment. Maybe Ezra will go on the new Ahsoka team. That would make a lot of sense, right? Commander Ahsoka. Maybe on that team, maybe that team will be Commander Ahsoka, Snips, Fulcrum, Ezra, and Ezra Exile. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Am I right? Am I right? I gotta pee, you guys. Thanks, Mike Studios. Been here to help. I'm glad to help. Glad to help. Let's get Odin's Raven done. I gotta go to the bathroom though. Didn't I just look at your roster? Be right back, guys. Hold tight. Right back. So hey Sensuna, so I didn't come on here to really do roster reviews. People started offering to pay for them, so I don't really want to. Can we do it later in the week or in the month? I mean, we got. You called it, Don M. Hey Don. I don't know. I can look at your rosters. It's nothing personal. I'm trying to get away from doing roster reviews in every video. I think people get tired of it. It gets stale. I'm trying to do something that entertains. Let me entertain. No. Why are you sorry? Why are you sorry? We'll look at it. Give me your Alec. It's not. You don't. Shouldn't you be sorry? You shouldn't be sorry at all. I mean, I'll be here tomorrow after Grand Arena. Friday is just roster reviews. Saturday after Grand Arena. I know you like. I know. Now I feel bad. I feel like a jerk now, Sensuna. I kind of just wanted to hang out a little bit today and take a look at folks' stuff. Just give me your alley code, Sensuna. We'll look at it. By the way, if the dog groomer texts and the dogs are done, I'm cutting this off and we're going. I kind of wanted to go out and explore like some of these, like Hello Grado and Retney's Holocron. I kind of want to go take a look at those. Sensuna, hit me up later in the week. Let's do it later in the week. Okay? I don't want to leave you hanging. Sorry, my reaction was bad. It's a conflict for me, right? Because I know that you as a mod are giving to the channel, so I want to get back to you and I want to give you, what you've earned, which mods get our review every month. I just didn't really want to spend a ton of time doing roster reviews today. I'll give you a private review if you want, or I'll put it into another thing. See, this is my challenge. I feel like a jerk now. I don't think I'm going to get over it. I'm really not going to get over it. It's not about the boringness, Gray, but the same thing every day is boring, no matter how you do it. So I'm trying to find ways to mix things up and do some different things. And I'll be completely honest. I'll be completely honest, you guys. If I'm just doing roster reviews all the time and not mixing up our streams and finding different things out, then I lose patience for it. I mean, it drains me of the interest in doing roster reviews. So that's part of it. That's just for me. We're gonna do. Thanks, Crazy DMT. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody. Anyway, who just said something? What does Bananakin think about that? What does he think about what specifically? I don't know, Bananakin. What do you think about that? Bananakin's lagging.
No.
Bananakin loves
no,
it.
It's because I'm so in love with you.
There you go. Here's Bananakin. He loves it. I'm always open to video ideas. All right. Let's take a look at Odin's Raven here. Uh, 1951441. All right, let's go pull the mod score. I'm not gonna get over it since soon. I feel horrible. All right. 0.24, 0.25. Did we do this one before? That's not what you want to see. No, okay. What was it again? 0.24, 0.25. Yeah, nothing to get very excited about. Kind of just as bad as the last one. Kind of just as bad as the last one. The mods, they are no good. here at 1.951. Yeah, your mods are like somewhere in here. Yeah, that's your mods. Some not good mods for Odin's Raven. I'd like to watch something best defense squad in Grand Arena. It could be something. See, that's the thing is, it's completely different at every level, and that's why I'm going to start at the beginning of every Grand Arena season now. I plan to put out, you know, best teams for all levels, all non-Kuiper levels of Grand Arena, and I'm going to start putting that video out at the beginning of every Grand Arena round. And that's where we'll talk about that. All right, thanks, Sensuna. What did King of the Who ask? Can they do 300 marble? What's going on? Instead of Kahoot, you could do online marble races, and whoever's marble wins gets a review. I heard about marble races. I don't know much about it. Yeah, that's the thing, Odin's Raven. I don't want to burn out doing roster reviews where I just say, forget it, I'm not doing these things anymore. Is this the marble race? So I have to download the app? This is going to be so ad gross here. A lot of people accidentally farm Sears and their GL is similar. Yeah, Jedi Master Luke has gotten there. Ah, this is annoying already. I want to uninstall that. Ah, that's already annoying me. That's already annoying me. Okay. Let's go take a look at the roster here. 1.951, and he says, working toward Executor and Jabba in Geo Guild, doing Naboo Raid. Working on mods. Slowly hasn't been clicked for me yet. Working toward Qui-Gon and Wampa. Oh my god. Okay. Probably all the stuff you should be working on there is my guess. I'm gonna go check out those channels next. Hello Greedo and Retney's Holocron. I want to see those channels. I don't know anything about them. Alright, let's get this thing going here. We've got Odin's Raven right here, working toward Executor and Jabba. Well, we just got started here, 1.95. We've got, of course, the Jedi Knight Luke bundle. We've got, of course, the Qui-Gon bundle and the Kiadi Mundi. Well, Jedi Knight Luke bundle will help you toward Jedi Knight Luke, which is good. Here's your Executor farming. There's your Geos. This is a really well-farmed early roster. Really well-farmed early roster. Yeah. You've done a good job farming all these things. You're doing a good job here. Yep, that's good. You need mods. Oh, yeah, you don't have it. Your mods suck. That's right. You have no mods. Ships aren't going to be great. There's not much to look. Yeah, you got the Houndtooth at 7 stars. How'd you do that? Holy crap. Did you buy a Houndstooth bundle? My goodness. Look at these bad boys. My goodness. Make sure you're grabbing Razor Crest shards every single time they show up in the Fleet Arena store. Grab those Razor Crest shards, and you gotta farm that team to go get Bam. Where are we here? Mando, Grief, 7 stars. IG-11, not close. Queel? Ooh. Queel and Cara Dune. If you're farming Executor, don't sleep on Queel and Cara Dune unless you're like hoping for a second round of the Beskar Mando bundle, I guess, maybe. You spent some crystals tonight, it's mostly just energy. You got the Ezra Zeta before you're seriously. Yeah, wait, don't worry about it. No regrets. No regrets. Well, if you're gonna do this farm, you gotta build an Imperial Trooper team. Which you've done. Okay, I love that team. When you get Piet to Relic 8, you'll be able to use this existing team, I believe, to complete those 2 assault battles, but you'll have to have better mods. You're gonna have to have better mods. Yeah, well, I mean, 96 is not the absolute worst thing ever. It's not good. Yeah, so your fastest speed set should be on Piet right now with the roster and the way it looks. Good job on those troopers. So, with Troopers and Phoenix, you're conquering 4 different assault battles there, and that's a really good thing. Your Jedi are getting you through 5 of them. Maybe, I don't know. Do these Jedi get you through Challenge Tier 1? Maybe not. They're not very good Jedi. Well, you could put Grandmaster Yoda in there at Gear 12, and probably Jedi Anakin at Gear 12, like a Qui-Gon lead, Yoda, Anakin. Ahsoka needs her Zeta to really be super effective, and then Ki-Adi-Mundi. And maybe with those 5, you could get through. You would be able to get through Challenge Tier 1, I think. I don't think you'd be able to 3-star it because I just think Qui-Gon's gonna die. But you should be able to get through Challenge Tier 1 of the Ground War Assault Battle. So you got some good assault battle farming going here, yes. Yeah, Tier 1 with better mods, probably. Yeah, you got some good assault battle farming going on here. That's Merciless Massacre. That's a good thing. Well, you know your mods aren't great. I fully support Executor and Jabba, and I fully support your Geos here being farmed at Gear 12. I fully support the Phoenix team. I fully support your Imperial Troopers. You're buying the bundles. There'll be more bundles coming soon, I'm very sure. I fully support this roster. That's all I'm saying. I fully support the path of this roster. I think you've done a good job. I don't really have a lot of criticism to give you. The one thing I'll just let you know is don't neglect your ships. You know, always be farming ships. They take forever to farm. And keep in mind that negotiator fleet as you go. Well, you've already got these 3, so you're going to need to grab either negotiator or malevolence. You've already got Vulture Droid at 5 stars from the Hyperdrive bundle, I'm assuming. So if you want to go all the way with Malevolence, you would just finish Vulture Droid and start farming Hyena Bomber now. Fart Starman Hyena Bomber right now. If you want to get to the Malevolence here, I don't think your Galactic Republic is much to... Yeah, that's not exciting. Got that Plo Koon ship though, didn't you? And you're not going to have Grievous yet. No. And probably the gas bundle will come back out at some point, and you can repurchase that gas bundle to get your negotiator. I would go for your Malevolence with your Get To currency and get your Grievous up and running and get that Separatist fleet fully. Hyena Bomber and Vulture Droid is all you need there. Farm those guys every day. Farm those guys every day. Yeah, farm Hyena Bomber every single day of your life. But you're doing a great job, man. You're all over the account. You definitely need some better mods. But I think you're doing a good thing. Get that Omicron and Wampa too, by the way. Qui-Gon and Omicron. Qui-Gon or Wampa Omicrons would be a big ad for this roster in Grand Arena, for sure. Cool, dude. Cool, dude. Should he farm the Poncho Bros? He got other stuff to worry about first. He's got... Well, he's already got Poncho Bros. Master Qui-Gon, that's my roster. Go! See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I can lose my mind doing too many roster views. Where's a man out? Hey, Roll Deep. Your Cantina nodes are only showing Ahsoka as bonus drops, prevent those Zetas. Well, so here's the deal, guys, with the bonus drops. Hey, Tumblo. If you take a look at the bonus drops, hopefully you're still there, Roll Deep. Sorry if I missed your question. This event, PvE modes will see bonus drops. So, let's see if there's anything in the mail about it. I know the details. I'm just trying to find it in writing for you guys. Okay. If you don't have the characters on those nodes at 7 stars. So, for mod battles, I've got him. For mod battles, it's Baby Cal Kestis. Let me go find the graphic here. Where it is. So, mod battles is Cal Kestis, fleet battles is Ninth Sister, Cantina battles is Fulcrum, and light side battles is Seer Junda. If you are farming these nodes and you have these characters at 7 stars, you get the second thing. If you don't have the character at 7 stars, you get the character shards. That's how that works. And thanks for the sub, by the way, Roll Deep. So that's the deal. So if you're farming Cantina nodes and getting Fulcrum, that means you don't have her at 7 stars. If you're farming mod battles, you get Cal Kestis, it means you don't have them at 7 stars. If you do have them at 7 stars, then you're getting the Kairos, the Zetas, or the Omegas. That's the deal. That's what's going on. Anytime, Roll Deep. Quick question. Should Savage have 0 speed? No, he doesn't need 0 speed. I don't. You could put speed on Savage. I just don't think he's a priority for speed. You know, because Savage, again, he gets 30% turn meter every time he's damaged. Okay, so Savage gets, every time he receives damage, he gets a stack of heal over time, offense up for 2 turns, and he gains 30% turn meter. So, he's gaining 30 speed while in Grand Arenas with the Omicron. So the thing is, he's gaining all the turn meter anyway, and he's got other turn meter he gains too. Oh no, that's all other Sith allies. So, if he gets hit twice, he's gained 60% turn meter. If he gets hit 3 times, he's taking a turn. And that's why I just think if you're going to focus speed mods around your roster, Savage is well down the line. I don't think 0 speed is like a goal with him. I'm just saying you don't need to focus on Savage for speed. You should let me see what I got for speed on him. I've got offense and 14 speed on his arrow. And it's all health mods, by the way. I got health and 4 speed there. I got health and 10 speed there. I got health and 11 speed there. 13 and 16 speed. Why do you go with health? Just to keep him alive. The way all this works is, first of all, he's getting a bunch of heal over times on him. So he's gonna heal back his health as soon as he gets a turn. That's what heal over time. For each stack of heal over time, you gain, 5% health when your turn starts. So he gains a bunch of health. He gains 50% max health anyway with his Omicron. And that protection is the thing that's going to go away first anyway. So you want the health on him as much as possible. So, yeah, I don't think he's a focus for 0 speed. He's just not a focus for speed. You got a lot of other priorities for speed. At 2400 Canteen Energy, you got 22 Zetas. That's about me. I spent 2,000 and got 19. Hey, Connor Ashley, what's happening? Wait a minute. Connor Ashley? I'm sorry. Connor who? How you doing, Connor? Good to see you. You finished Cal today, and they're still giving you Cal. Did you take him to 7 stars? It may have to batch overnight or something. If it does, it go overnight. I mean, it should recognize it. If it doesn't tomorrow, you're probably going to be SOL, man. Sorry. I mean, you can try and get in touch with support. Support for EA is kind of crap. So you'll have trouble digging it out of them. Sorry, dude. Let's go look at these channels. I want to take a look at these channels here. We got Hello Greedo, right? Turn the music off in the meantime. Okay, what do we got? The Acolyte is... Alright, do we want to watch that 2 months ago?
One of the
Despecialized versus Project 4K7. I don't know what that means. So he doesn't put out a lot. What? Oh, Star Wars Skeleton Crew trailer. I'm ready for I'm excited. What's his reaction here?
If you told me 10 or 15 years ago that I would be kind of excited to see the suburbs in a Star Wars project, I probably would have told you were crazy. The suburbs? What are you talking about? The suburbs? But it's kind of neat and different.
I agree 100%. The Skeleton Crew trailer, to me, it gets me excited. I'm really excited for the Skeleton Crew. I think it looks really fun. It looks like it's pulling out of all the stuff we normally see. And it's just going to be a kid having an adventure somewhere in the galaxy. And I think it looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited for it.
And very unique. That's what is really getting me excited. I think a lot of my excitement when it comes to the Skeleton Crew show really boils down to what I grew up watching as a kid. You know, Amblin movies, Spielbergian movies, coming of age movies.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, back when I was a kid or a teenager, it was E.T., of course. Stand By Me was one of those movies. Now Stranger Things is one of those movies, going back to the 80s with that. It was even one of those movies. It was one of those coming of age movies. So there's other ones I'm not thinking of, but yeah, I'm in.
You have Goonies, Stand By Me, which is...
Goonies. I've never been a giant Goonies fan. I like Goonies. I don't have a problem with it. I just never been like people like love Goonies. Like they're crazy, crazy Goonies fans. Oh, my dog grooming is done. Hello. Great. I'll be there in about 20 minutes. Thanks. See ya. Oh, how much was it? Okay. Yeah. Gotta know how much it was. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. I was a bit old for Goonies? I don't think that's right. No, the Goonies is right in my wheelhouse. Goonies came out in 1985. I was 13. A lot of people in my age, like that I was in school with, love Goonies. Nah. And I also had 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. We were all within 5.5 years. So I was 13. My brother would have been 7. So we would have been watching. I like it. I don't have a problem with it. I just never really, like, I didn't become part of the Goonies cult, I guess. Does that make sense? Is that fair?
Probably my favorite one of the era, Stand By Me. If you've never seen it, watch it. Now, I'm not saying Skeleton Crew is going to be anything like Stand By Me. I don't think that at all. So, but visually, you know.
Well, no. It could be. Maybe they're out there trying to find they come across a dead body. There's a dead rhodium body behind the school or something.
Young kids on this grand adventure, on a quest, discovering themselves, and that in itself is I love that as a concept, and it's been done a lot, but not in Star Wars. So much of the lighting in this trailer reminds me of like E.T., stuff like that.
I'll tell you guys, I don't know nothing about the lighting in the trailer. Reminds him of E.T. All right, dude, I'm good. I don't know what the lighting reminds me of, but it gave off an E.T. vibe for me for sure. When I first saw the trailer, E.T. vibe, and I think it's fun that's completely different.
And there's no doubt in my mind that is the feel. Oh yeah, the look that they're going for. Now, will the show feel like that as a whole? Who knows? I'm very hopeful. I'm giving Skeleton Crew a lot more leeway than I would with other Star Wars projects like the Acolyte.
I'm gonna say this. I think that trailers anymore, I do think they're too long and they show too much. This one actually didn't show a lot. I wish trailers would show a lot less of what's going on. I wish trailers would give away like 0 jokes. I hate when a comedy comes on and they do a trailer and it gives away all the jokes. But this was a pretty good one. It didn't give away a lot. I don't really know what the show's about yet. I like that. I wish trailers do a good job, though, now of giving you a good feel for what the movie's going to be like.
Light didn't interest me all that much. I watched 3 episodes, and then I was kind of done with it. I'm not one to continue watching something that I don't like.
I'm the same with the Acolyte. Like 3 episodes, and I was done, and then I was hate watching it.
Even if it is Star Wars, I'm not going to complain about it constantly, but I'll just kind of stop watching it.
Sensuna's 100% right. If you show the best parts of your movie in the trailer, you're giving away product for free, right?
Even the most recent season of The Mandalorian, I watched like 3 episodes of it, and I was like, the show's kind of lost me. I'm done.
This guy's kind of on the same path with me, except I continue watching this stuff for some reason.
I did watch all of Ahsoka. I did watch all of Obi-Wan. I did watch all of Boba Fett, and I didn't really like those shows either. Andor is my bread and butter. I love Andor. Now, Skeleton Crew, I'm giving it a lot more leeway because it's going to be more appealing to kids. It's going to be, maybe a nostalgia trip for folks.
I got to say this. Hang on. We'll do more exploring of these guys down the road. He's got 221,000 subscribers. This only has 7,000 views, but this is a very simple video. And that's not an insult at all, by the way. I would love to make simple videos about Star Wars that have a broader audience. Wow. 3.6 million views 12 years ago. He's been doing stuff for 12 years? Good night. We're gonna check more of this channel out for sure. Who was the other one? Retney's Holocron. We'll just subscribe there. We'll start having this stuff come across. Is that Retney? What if Darth Vader survived when the Jedi went on trial? Not a big what if guy. This one I might struggle with a little bit, but yeah. Well, we'll come back, guys. I'm hoping in the future on our streams we can take a little more time, look at the content that's out there, see what's going on, and have a little fun. But I gotta go pick up the dogs. They are done being groomed. So, I will be back here tomorrow with some Grand Arena. Make sure to tune into the channel. Everybody, thanks for jumping on board. See you tomorrow. Let's go find somebody here to raid here. But anybody streaming right now? Probably not. There's no conquest. Nothing else going on. Streaming for Sammy. We'll go get streaming for Sammy. You can raid him on YouTube, everybody. We won't do a 7-person raid over there. Hey, Jar Jar Binks, what's up? Guys, we're going to head out. Have a great day. I will definitely talk to you soon. Hey, G-Dub, I'll see you tomorrow for Grand Arena. I didn't see your comments there, G-Dub, before. I will see everybody for Grand Arena tomorrow. Have a good one. Always remember, Nooch too good.